Welcome back to The Ambassadors. I'm thrilled to dive into today's topic with you. Let's get right into it.
Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking Ambassador David F. Nwafulu's concept of holy boldness, and we're going to trace exactly how this single theological idea fuels a massive modern global ministry. You know, it's absolutely fascinating to see how a deeply specific spiritual teaching can be translated into a worldwide organizational engine. We are going to look at the exact blueprint of how that happens.
Here's what we're covering today. First, defining holy boldness. Then, checking out some examples from Scripture. Looking at the steps for modern application. And finally, exploring the ministry's global outreach. Let's dive right in.
Section 1. Defining holy boldness. To kick things off, we absolutely have to understand the foundation of the author's daily devotional text. Literally everything else we're going to look at today, the global reach, the midnight networks, it's all built entirely on this one foundational concept.
So what exactly is holy boldness? The text opens by addressing this very specific spiritual question, which acts as the bedrock of the entire ministry. When you hear the word boldness, you might just think of everyday courage, right? Like a lack of fear. But within the context of this ministry's teachings, it means something far more specific. The author points out that this isn't just basic human bravery. Instead, holy boldness is a specific spiritual formula. According to the text, courage and faith must be combined with holiness to achieve supernatural results, what the author refers to as signs and wonders. It's an active spiritual posture. If you're missing even one of those three ingredients, the whole formula just doesn't work.
The text draws a really stark contrast here that we need to point out. It explicitly warns that having courage without sanctification, without that core holiness, is mere presumption. It's essentially empty bravado, not true spiritual power. On the flip side, boldness with holiness ensures supernatural results because it aligns perfectly with God's authority. This distinction is completely vital for understanding the mindset they're teaching their followers.
Moving on to Section 2, examples from Scripture. To ground this formula in historical precedent, the text doesn't rely on modern anecdotes at all. It points directly to the Bible.
The overarching theme of courage is anchored in this foundational command from Deuteronomy chapter 31. The message here is loud and clear. The boldness being taught isn't self-generated. The believer is commanded not to fear simply because they are assured that God goes with them and won't fail them.
The author uses some incredible micro-narratives to really hammer this home. Take Peter and John in the early church. The text notes their confidence didn't come from personal intellect or some natural charisma, but from their profound intimacy with Christ. Then there's the dramatic story of Elijah on Mount Carmel, standing completely alone against the prophets of Baal, his unwavering faith resulting in literal fire from heaven. The core